Chapter 2 The Fisherman and the Genie. Once, a poor fisherman lived by the sea with his wife and 3 children. He didn't have much, but he worked hard every day, casting his fishing net into the water, hoping to catch enough fish to feed his family. No matter what, he always threw his net 4 times. Never more, never less. One morning, things weren't going well. The first time he threw his net, he pulled up nothing but seaweed. The second time, he caught a dead animal. The third time, the net was heavy, but when he pulled it up, it was full of broken bottles and useless junk. The fisherman sighed. "One last try," he whispered. He cast his net into the sea for the 4th time. When he pulled it back, he didn't find fish. Instead, he found something strange. A large brass jar covered in mysterious symbols. Its lid was tightly sealed with what looked like melted metal. Curious, the fisherman turned the jar over in his hands. Maybe there's treasure inside, he thought. He grabbed his fishing knife and pried the lid open. Whoosh! A thick cloud of dark smoke burst out, spiraling high into the sky. The fisherman stumbled back as the smoke twisted and grew, forming into the shape of a giant with glowing eyes. It was a genie. But instead of thanking the fisherman for setting him free, the genie roared, "Prepare to meet your doom, mortal." The fisherman gasped. "What? But I saved you." The genie's eyes flashed with anger. "I was trapped in that jar for hundreds of years. At first, I promised to reward anyone who freed me, but as time passed, I became furious. Now I have sworn to destroy whoever opens the jar." The fisherman's mind raced. He needed to think fast. He crossed his arms and frowned. "You expect me to believe that you came out of this tiny jar? You're way too big to fit in there." The genie narrowed his eyes. "You doubt my power? Watch and learn." The genie turned into smoke and whooshed back inside the jar. Snap! Quick as lightning, the fisherman slammed the lid shut and sealed the genie inside. The genie's voice echoed from inside the jar. "Hey, let me out!" The fisherman smirked. "You may be powerful, but you're not very smart." The genie, still trapped, sighed. All right. Maybe I was a little hasty." His voice softened. "Listen, let's make a deal. If you let me out, I'll give you 3 wishes. I swear to the ancient powers that I won't harm you." The fisherman thought about it. Could he trust the genie? Finally, he said, "Swear on the most powerful oath that you'll keep your promise." "I swear it," the genie said. The fisherman took a deep breath, then unsealed the jar. Smoke whooshed into the sky again, and the genie reappeared, towering over him. "I keep my word," the genie said. "Now name your first wish." The fisherman thought carefully. Then he said, "I don't need riches. I just want my family to live a safe and comfortable life." The genie nodded and snapped his fingers. A golden light spread across the sky. "It is done. Your family will always have enough to eat, a warm home, and good fortune." The fisherman smiled. "For my second wish, I want protection. Not just for me, but for my family and those we love. No tricks." The genie grinned and waved his smoky hands. A glowing shield surrounded the fisherman for a moment before disappearing. "You and your loved ones are now protected from harm," the genie said. "No misfortune shall touch them." The fisherman nodded, satisfied. Then he hesitated. He had one last wish. He could ask for gold, for power, for anything. But instead, he looked up at the genie and said, "For my final wish, I want you to be free." The genie's glowing eyes widened. You would set me free after I threatened you?" The fisherman shrugged. "Everyone deserves a second chance." The genie was silent for a moment. Then, for the first time, he smiled, a real honest smile. "Your wish is granted." With a clap of thunder, the genie's smoky form shimmered and transformed. His body became human, his eyes kind instead of fierce. He was free. "Thank you," the former genie said. "I will never forget this." He turned to leave, but then paused. "Fisherman, If you ever need me, call my name, Zephyr, and I will come." Then, with one final gust of wind, he was gone. The fisherman stood on the shore, his net in his hands, feeling lighter than he had in years. For the first time in a long while, he looked forward to going home. And from that day on, his family never went hungry again.